Hi kind friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining in today and spending some time with me. In today's video, I want to share my absolute favorite tools when it comes to coloring that I use all the time. Like on almost every page that I color, I have it always nearby on my desk, somewhere where I can reach it quickly. Because this is just the stuff that I really use a lot. But let me give you this little disclaimer that I color for, I would say, around 6 years now. And so in the beginnings, obviously, I didn't have all this stuff here. So I don't want to say that this is the stuff that a beginner's colorist would need. Absolutely not. It's not a beginner's kit, so to speak. It's more or less the stuff that I come to enjoy over the years, that I found over the years that I enjoy the most, that I need, that I just use a lot, and I want to share this with you. But if you are interested in a kind of like beginner's basic stuff, I had done a video about basic coloring stuff, and I did it very early in my YouTube career, so to speak. And in this video I hadn't had a lot of stuff, and I will link it up in the corner just in case you want to check out this old video, but it's kind of embarrassing for me. So let's get started quickly. First things first, I really want to start with the actually basic stuff. So and the basic stuff, of course, isn't sharpener. So this is something that every colorist will need. Not this one. It doesn't matter which one. I actually have like 3 sharpeners that I use regularly. So I have them all close by because, I use them for different things at the moment. So I have this T-Gold here, for example, and I love to use this one here with my Prismacolors. Do I have a Prismacolor nearby? Oh yeah, here on my skin. Yeah. So the T-Gold I basically just use with my Prismacolors because I like it when they have this very small tip, so to speak. But to be honest, once this one is when the blade is blunt, let's say, then I won't rebuy the T-Gold. So this is my last one, and once this one is used up, so to speak, I won't replace it. Then I will sharpen everything with my Dali 133. This is my absolute favorite pencil sharpener. And can I show you? Maybe here I have a pencil that is sharpened with it. So it gives a quite normal tip, basically. I can sharpen it just quickly a little bit. So you just drag it out. And you know what I really love about this stuff here is that there is some rubber holder, so to speak, so you won't have any marks in your pencil. Because when I started coloring, I think I had a swordfish or something like that, and this gave some indents and some little holes in the pencil, and I pressure my pencils quite a bit because, most pencils are not very cheap, and I don't like it if they are damaged, so to speak. And this one doesn't do that, so I absolutely love this. You can have it more blunt or more sharp, your tip, and then, this is just perfect. Since you're not, when I use this, I always move the pencil, and that's actually wrong. So I can feel when the blades are getting blunt, my Prismacolors are more likely to break down. And so then when this happens, I usually go to this one because I don't move it, It's fixed. It's like fixed in here, and then you just really move this handle here, and this is good to go. And then I also have this very really normal, let me put that away, sharpener here, and this one, it has this bigger hole, and I use this one for my near colors, basically. So that's why I have this one. Also when I want to maybe sharpen my eraser pencil with which I will show you next, basically. So let me show you. Other basic that I would say also everyone needs is an eraser or rubber. A normal one will do for just, erasing some of those little speckles, you know, the pencil dust if you don't put it away, and then it's good to erase them. But I really love those detail erasers here, and my absolute favorite one is basically the one by Koino here. I know in my beginnings I had one from Faber-Castell, but this is very like it's destroying the paper texture basically, and this one is like a normal eraser, and I like this a lot. So Koh-i-Noor Hard Mood, this is my absolute favorite pencil eraser, but even more I like the Mono Zero eraser, because this has actually the finest point when you want to erase like details, very small items, because you cannot sharpen this one so fine. You can see here basically this is a lot finer and it will hold its point. Well, this one, yeah, will get a little bit wobbly if you sharpen this. So yeah, I like those a lot when it comes to erasing. So then, another thing that I use all the time, I mean all the time, is this dust brush here. This one I just really love to dust, to brush off like any pencil dust that I might have on my on my picture. And so there are other ones. I mean, here's not a brand mentioned on here. This was just, I got it from a crafter's shop, I guess. But I think even a makeup brush would do. Any brush with a, with a little bit of bigger brush, basically. So this is very handy. I love this thing here. And then I also absolutely adore this table vacuumer. So this is also to, if you have something on your table, and you know, when we color, we have a lot of crumbles on our table. Let's be honest. When we sharpen our pencils with this, I can actually show you. Yeah, you just have a little bit of this dirt on your table, and you know, back then I maybe brushed it away on the floor. No, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just really using this thing here. I love it. I have it here on my desk, and every time there is some dirt on my table, I just will vacuum it. So I love this thing. So then, now we come to basically coloring. We start with the coloring, and I have this little thing, and you know what this is? This is for my finger, because I actually have here a little bit bump. Let's call it a bump, and it hurts. So when I color, I just put this little protective thingy here on my finger. And then, you know, I just use this for coloring. And I got this idea basically from Coloring with Emma. No, Emma Colors 2020. Because I think she also had problems with her fingers with a bump on it. And so she introduced this thing to me. I didn't know before, actually, that something like this exists. So obviously I don't use this in my videos. But when I color on my own, I have this thing on. And then, something very basic is also pencil extenders, basically, because our pencils are getting small at some point, and then we do need just a pencil extender. And I have these very cheap ones. I know many don't like these, but for me, they seem to work quite okay. So I just have some very, cheap pencil extenders, which we just need when the pencil gets small. So, and then we are already, with my water brush. So, water brush is also something that I need, just all the time, basically. I love to have my water brush nearby because, you know, I often use, for example, when I use my ink tins. I just have my water brush. It's always ready. I don't need to leave my desk basically to get some fresh cup of water. I have my water brush ready, and then can just start to color. I have a piece of like a paper towel or a cloth, something also here always, and then I can just start to color my ink tints or my Neocolor tubes. Or for example, like water pencils. No, what's the name? Water pencils? No. Watercolor pencils, like watercolor pencils. So this is also something very useful. Love this thing. When it comes to backgrounds, and I do a background on every page, basically I don't leave my backgrounds blank, because then it feels just not finished. Sometimes I just do a little bit of neo color and use this water brush, but sometimes, you know, I do a proper, or not sometimes, usually I do a proper background, and then I often use this Caran d'Ache palette here. It's a little bit dirty, or quite a bit dirty. Let's look at the other side, it's better. And yeah, it had a rough side, and it also have this smooth side, let's call it, and this can be used with so many mediums, for example with the super dips or with any water-based marker. You can scribble it on here and then use it, for example, with your water brush as a watercolor. I love to do that. Or you can scribble on actually basically every water soluble medium, like even a watercolor pencil or Inktense, if you want to take it from the brush, which I typically not do. But I like to use this, for example, sometimes for Neocolor. Yeah, for Neocolor. But most often I use this basically with, for example, my gel crayons. And for the gel crayons, I also use this blending brush here. This is a blending brush which has a very soft, firm. It's a little bit dirty. Didn't clean it last time, it seems. Yeah, brush here, and here's a clean one for you to look at. So it has a very soft, basically, brush, and then I usually have several of them. I have one for each color, and I even tried to match up the color of this brush with the color that I use on it, so it's easier for me. And then, yeah, this I use with my gel crayons, and I just love to use gel crayons. As if you follow me for a while, you will know it. I just love gel crayons, and then I just scribble them on here and take it with a brush and apply to my paper. And so this is something that I love. But what I also love is to use, for example, distress inks or just some inks, let's say. And for those inks, this is rather new, but I found this tool here. I absolutely love to use this brush here, or this blending tool, with my inks. You know, whatever inks I use, I can take it right from the pot, let's say. So, or what I also like to do, if I have those mini inks, then I put them basically not on the rough side, but here on the smooth side, and then I can take it with this blending tool here and then apply it to the paper. So this is another tool that I absolutely love to use, and that I use very, very often, because this is also one of my go-to backgrounds, I would say. I also would love to do basically a background, a video very soon, show you all the background mediums that I use, maybe with some examples we will see. And yeah, another thing that I always have on my desk is basically just a little sprayer. It's a little bit dirty. Maybe I should have cleaned it up before, but this is just a little sprayer, and I love to use it, you know, for example, to clean up my palette here. You know, I just, you know, go in with a little paper towel or something, and then, you know, just clean it up whatsoever. So a spray is always handy if you get some ink here on your desk, like I have here. I could have used it. Sometimes I just don't see it, but a sprayer with water is always handy. And, you know, when I use watercolors, I absolutely love to use one of these things here. This is just a little mixing plate, let's say. And because I don't like to take my watercolors directly from the pan, I absolutely love it to, you know, prepare my watercolors and put them in those little sinks here, and then take it from here. That means it's a little bit more liquid and watered down, but I don't need to use extra water when I use it. So this is something that I like a lot. And I noticed that my results are just getting better when I take the watercolor from here. And since we are with the water stuff, I will put the palette away. Or let's have a look at this stuff here actually. So when we are talking about backgrounds, I need this tape here. This is some kind of a washi tape, I would say. This is basically a, how to say, it's not just a washi tape. You can see it don't has a beautiful pattern or anything. This is really for, actually for renovating, or yeah, for crafters or artists, let's say. And I like to use this because this is a non-sticky tape, even less sticky than washi tape, and it's very good when you want to have like clean edges, which I like to have. I like to have clean edges on my pages. I just find that they look more finished then and more polished, and I just like and enjoy it, and that's why I have this stuff, and this is a basic, I would say, for me. So, and then, of course, when we are talking about water stuff, I need a water cup, very important. I really like these from Faber-Castell. These are very good because you can basically just, when you don't need it, you put it like this, so then you can put it away, or you have it like this. And I really like that you can put your brushes here and love it. I also have this pipette. I need this pipette because, I love to work with those shiny watercolors, like those pearlescent watercolors, for example, Calero paints or so, and we have to activate them. And I know some people use just a sprayer, but I really like to use this pipette and just add a drop of water. And then one of my most important tools is also those fine brushes. I will put a little bit here out of the way. Are these really fine brushes here, because one of my favorite embellishments is actually a shiny pearlescent watercolor outline. This is something that I do very, very often. It's just really my favorite finishing touch that I have, and that's why those fine brushes are very important to me. Very important. Love these things. Absolutely love these things. And now I have one last thing that I want to share with you, and it's actually this palette knife here. This is a very fine, small palette knife, and this is also something that I need all the time when I add some type of paste, let's say. So, sometimes I use stencils, and then of course I need a palette knife, but I also like to, for example, the stickled gel, for example, I apply it with this palette knife. Or if I have any other jelly medium, I will apply it with a palette knife here. So palette knife for me also, I'm so happy that I have it, and if this would break, I would need a new one. Definitely. Something that I absolutely need. So this was a quick video. I'm very happy. I wanted to do some more, shorter videos basically. So I basically just arranged some of my tools here for you for last look. So most of the stuff that I have is like the smaller stuff here: water brushes, extenders, palette knife, my small detail eraser, pipette, blending brushes here, my dust brush, very important. Oh, I forgot my table vacuumer, of course, eraser. My favorite one is this Dolly one here. A water cup, just actually quite normal stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe you found something that could be helpful for you if you use some of the mediums that I use, of course. As I said, I use just very many different mediums, and so I have many different tools that I use. So I hope you enjoyed it. If so, give me a thumbs up. And I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.